So fifth chakra, let's just work through what we intellectually think we know about it. What color is it usually associated with? Casey?
Blue.
Blue, yeah. What else do we know about it? Steph?
Everything voice region.
Voice and throat, yeah. What else? Byron?
It's an area of expression for us to express anger and rage.
Okay, yeah, expression.
And I often find that if I don't, that I get a sore throat or there's some sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first indication.
Go ahead, Jess, go ahead.
Truth.
Truth, yeah. What else do we know about throat? Integrity. Yeah, that's another one. Because there is the kind of like the emotional truth, and then there is like your personal, not personal truth, your value, true value, which is considered integrity. So yeah, so truth, basically. Yeah. So it's okay to know what you know and to just go, this is what I know about it, and then let's just see what the question and answers will bring up for us. So usual questions are whether it's color, feelings, gift, what injures it, what shuts it down, what heals it. What are the kind of questions you would like to ask if you have something else that you like to expand? If you come up with something, just go ahead and type it in the chat box or something. Yeah, should we start? Okay, so the first three questions, what is its color? What are its feelings? And what are its gifts? See you in a bit. Okay, so what did you guys get for color, its feelings, and its gifts? Who wants to go first? As there are only 5 of us, we can all go every time. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm not good with awkward silence. This is a place of injury for me, which is quite surprising because I just wasn't expecting it. Definitely the color blue. Some of the feelings that I got was a very melancholy type feeling, sadness, that sort of your stomach sinking kind of feeling. And then the visual that I got for feelings was this beautiful opera singer singing with no sound.
Mm-hmm. Oh, singing with no sound. Okay.
And then because I'm kind of blocked in this area, but some of the gifts that I did get were that it's very healing. Okay. Your true self is here.
Wow.
And that it's very grounded.
Wow.
Judged every single one of those. So yeah.
I should have liked a piece of that. That's beautiful. Okay. So however you express yourself from the 5th chakra is going to be very healing for the recipient. Wow.
Yeah, like my throat or my mouth just kept on filling up with saliva. So I don't know if it wasn't necessarily a drowning feeling, but it was almost like an excited kind of feeling.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. Okay, who else? Casey?
So today I saw a very light blue, light pale blue for its color.
Okay.
Feelings, It wants to express, it wants to move, it wants to take action.
Okay.
It does not like hiding
Okay.
and being silent.
Okay.
And something that I really got strongly this time, and I feel like it's something that I'm going through currently, is that it really struggles when I'm frozen in fear.
Okay.
It doesn't like that kind of just like it was like I hit a brick wall in that space.
Okay.
And then what are its gifts? I initially felt like as if I was singing a really soft, smooth song coming out of me, like a medicine sort of thing.
Wow.
And then I think this was Sarah, my guide, giving me this. I saw when I'm in session with clients, when I'm in a connected space with her and my clients' guides, I drop little nuggets of truth. And then it percolates with them.
Okay. Wow, what a beautiful gift. Okay. Goodness, there's a team going on here. Okay, I want to hear more. Who else want to share? Steph?
I'll be curious. I'll be very interested to see how this theme evolves for me. I am feeling very blocked in this area. Tonight was like dark black blue. So just, really, really black. And then I got incredibly stuck on this notion where my guides kind of got to me where they're like, okay, false positivity is actually like part of feminine superiority. So I had a law of attraction moment happen today where I was demanded to be more positive. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I realized I have another block around just the word gift. I keep believing that it's a material thing. So when, as Casey and Jill are talking about like the gift of song and their voices being medicine, I resonate with that in some ways, but I don't emotionally believe it. I believe that a gift would still be them like physically handing me something. So realizing those blocks were really lovely for me.
Yeah. So did you get any answer for the gifts section? No?
Something about honesty, truth, and song.
Yeah.
And then what does that mean?
Yeah.
And then I got stuck on it having to be like this tangible object.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. So there's something about if you're expressing your soul, which is then a thing of integrity, or if you're just talking in addiction. So if you're speaking from your throat chakra, then you're expressing your soul. That is what's being expressed. And as it's expressed, then you get to identify what it is. It's a clue of like, who am I? What are my values? Well, if you're expressing your soul, that's how you're going to know. And if you're expressing it, then your fifth chakra helps you to express your soul, whatever is in it, all the hurt and all the pain. And that's why sometimes if you hear yourself talk when you're really in your emotion and you're just venting and you hear to what you're saying, you can actually identify what the real pain is from what you're saying in that moment. So it can really help you to express the soul, what's in the soul, which for now include a lot of pain to start with. And yes, when you're expressing your soul, it's going to be potent. It's going to have some of its gifts are at that, when something is spoken, when something is said, now it's going to happen. Your law of the manifestation, it's going to trigger manifestation because you've spoken from your soul. This is what you truly desire. So things are going to start to happen now to make it happen. So it's very powerful for you to be able to, also when you're working through abuse dynamic, calling it like it is very, very powerful. If you're looking at what's going on right now with George Floyd, all the heartbreaking stuff going on in the US, there's power in saying it like it is. There's something about stating and saying something, you can't take it back, it's now been declared. It's now been said, and you start to have an impact on everybody else receiving it and hearing it. Like there's power in that. So there's something about being able to speak from your soul that has powerful impact and conveys integrity. So it's really lovely. And yeah, we're going to be blocked because if you can express yourself, you can express your true pain. You know, how are you going to get abused if you're going to be able to say, here's what I see you doing and I can allow it? That's powerful. And also, if you can say, even if it's just to yourself, you're saying, this is what I really, really want. This is what I really desire from my soul. Well, things are going to happen now because you said it. You asked for it. You stated it. You expressed it. So now law of attraction can kick in. It's a very powerful place. So you can see why it gets shut down quite aggressively in our young age for everyone. So that's beautiful. All right, so let's move on to the second part, which is what weakens, injures, harms the chakra. You can ask it as one question or you can separate it. And what shuts it down? Oops. So what you guys get for what weakens, injures, or harm your chakra? Who wants to go? Casey?
A little shocked at these not shocked, but surprised at how specific it was.
Okay.
So weakens, injures, or harms emotional dishonesty, hiding, not taking any action, choosing to believe or agreeing with lies about myself or false beliefs that I have about myself. Junk foods, sugar, dairy, salt, pop, specifically like sugary carbonated drinks.
Wow.
Yeah. What shuts it down? My approval addiction with my family.
Okay. Yeah.
So suppressing my soul's integrity in order to please another, basically like sacrificing myself. And also worshiping fear.
Ah. So which part surprised you?
Not surprised, just surprised how specific it was. Yeah. So the soul, the addiction with my family, I kind of saw that coming, but how specific it was.
Yeah.
And then the junk foods. I haven't received a food answer for weakends, injures, or harms.
But you're passionate about knowing what food heals. So do you see how your passion drives the answer? Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Who else wants to share? Jill?
I had a little bit of fun doing this one. I had a little boy help me out with this, so we had a little fun.
You sound a little angry.
Oh, maybe, because some of the answers that I got were not what I wanted. Anyways, falsehood stories, like falsehood, and not necessarily telling lies, just like telling stories, which led into planning. So, and this is the part that made me angry. So, comes into my planning addiction. So like planning when you, what you will say to somebody.
Yes.
That kind of planning.
And what drives it?
My planning addiction. I have to plan everything and that's the part that kind of made me angry. Right. Because I haven't touched on that one too much yet. So and then I got unfood, which like Casey, as far as the junk food, but that came out as unfood. So anything that is not grown would be unfood.
Okay.
Alcohol. And also in that unfood, untalking. So like not talking to your guides and God, keeping it all from. Yeah. And I also asked if this was lies or being silent, and it's not being silent. It's like keeping it in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right, not that expression. And then for what shuts it down. The image I got was a parent's hand around a child's throat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the what's happening in the States right now, as far as what happened to George Floyd, and being indoors shuts it down.
Okay.
Like not being out and doing whatever, like not being out in nature.
Very specific. This is great. And like holding it in. It's not like you have to dump your stuff on anybody that want to or don't want to listen. But even just shutting it down from yourself. Like journaling, reflecting, talking out loud to a pretend person in the room.
Yeah.
Those are expressing yourself. You at least get to hear from yourself. This is what I feel about this. So, and you slowly start to get a clue on your own nature. Yeah, good answers. Anybody else? Jess?
For what weakens, harms, and injures, I got fear, which I'm feeling a lot of right now.
Okay.
Judgment, gossip, lies, deceit, withholding, and performative, like being a nice person, like being fake and appeasing.
Yeah.
And then what?
Okay. It's good that came up. That's damaging. Okay.
What shuts it down? More fear, insecurity, lack of worth, being bullied, and perfectionism.
Okay. Yeah, well, perfectionism will do it because you won't even let something come out unless it comes out perfect. But how are you going to do that? That's impossible. And also believing false beliefs about yourself. A lot of you are getting the same answer. Believing a lie about yourself injures your fifth chakra. That's kind of interesting.
And I didn't write it down because I was just like, oh, that's just something that I've been doing, but about salt and sugar. And that came up for me too. Yeah. Okay.
To reduce that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. I like how they say not food and food. There's food and then there's, we don't know what you're eating. It's really cool. Okay. It's like the food that doesn't even ever go bad because it's not even food. It will never rot. Okay, so let's go to the next space of what heals, which is different from what opens, and what's it like when it's vibrant, full and vibrant. What does it feel like? What heals it, what opens it, and what's it like when it's just 100%? Okay, so what heals the fifth chakra? Bern, I haven't heard from you. I'd love to hear.
Sure. So what heals the fifth chakra is deep breathing,
Okay.
Exercise, relaxing. This is what heals and opens it. Grieving, crying, peaceful sleep, warmth.
Okay.
And then what brings it fully vibrant is juicy fruits like mangoes, something juicy, laughing, having fun.
Okay.
Really being understood, being received by another. Yeah, really feeling like someone has your back or they understand or have compassion for you. Having compassion for yourself.
Yes.
And any of our passions or desires.
Okay.
There's music, anything that's your soul expression, like listening to music, chanting for me, expression, anything where you say, or anything where you're like relieved or
okay.
Any sort of laughter or anything that really touches and opens you up with that sort of expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful, and in those expression, you can feel that your emotions are involved.
Yes, exactly. And also listening, allowing yourself to really listen, not necessarily have to use that area, but to allow it somebody else, someone else's inspiration, just to be inspired by others or your world.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah. And then you want to express from your soul.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like you got it. You definitely got the feelings in what you're writing down there. And I gotten many feelings before from my guides in how much care, like for them, time stops when you are expressing yourself to them. They stop everything. To them, this is sacred. This is precious. They are completely attentive and want to hear everything you have to say because you're pouring your heart out to them. And to them, this is sacred. It's holy. That's how much care they give when we're truly expressing ourselves. It's very precious to them. But my attitude is, I'm just wasting your time. I'm just going to say stuff out because I'm supposed to talk to you. So fine, here it is. Just get this out. I just want to heal the stuff and get it over with. But to them, that moment is sacred. So when you recognize that, then you're wanting to share yourself with your guides that way.
Yeah.
And one of her soul's gift is absolute phenomenal self-compassion, like just amazing amount of self-compassion. So I decided recently that I'm actually going to start to channel her, to actually start asking her questions about what is this amazing quality she has. And surprise, surprise, she's with me. Because self-compassion is what I require in order to heal. So she's really giving me compassion and modeling it and wanting me to have that for myself. Because children who are abused tend to go into self-loathing, and then I have to stand up to that. I have to confront it. I have to choose to have compassion for what happened to me.
For yourself. Yeah.
Beautiful guide is helping me, and over time I'm going to start to interview her and start to get kind of more in-depth understanding of why self-compassion is so powerful.
Oh, I bet she can't wait.
Yeah, you can feel that.
She can't wait. Yeah.
It's like at some point I went, there are 4 of you. Each of you have very good gift. What am I doing? Like I have angels around me I could be interviewing and asking questions. And it helps me challenge a lot of addictions. So yeah, we'll see. That was some fun. And this is something you all can do as you get to know your guides slowly. You start to go, what's your quality?
Don't we have guides that have qualities similar to our own? Like they're attracted to us because we have a similar quality or maybe that just needs some fine tuning.
I've heard of that. I've heard sometimes when I feel someone's guide, I feel like, why are you so similar to the person? Are you even a guide? Sometimes they're there to heal that heavy injury. So it could be different. Sometimes you get a guide. So let's say you are somebody who have a lot of rage towards men. You're actually going to get a male guide to help you confront and heal your false beliefs about men, and vice versa. So you can help. Like they move quite frequently depending on what's changing for you.
It's happening. Yeah.
But that's really good that you found the answer about self-compassion.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who else want to go? Casey?
What heals it? Courage, speaking the truth, talking with my guide Sarah and God. Kind of like the chatter that you said a few minutes ago, like when you're chatting to yourself alone in a room, like that heals it. Expressing my true nature, emotionally, physically, artistically, verbally, however that shows up, just expressing my nature.
Okay.
What opens the chakra? Singing, being emotionally honest with myself in each moment, whether like even in emotion, like rage, screaming or grunting or swearing or whining in fear, big belly laughs in joy, that kind of expression.
Yes.
This next part confused me a little, having a relationship with the law of attraction and the law of free will.
Oh.
And so I said, well, what does that mean?
Yes.
And I felt like really trying to understand how they work,
yes,
why they were created, and how they are in place to assist me.
Okay. That's an interesting project.
Yeah. And then what does it feel like when it's vibrant and open? Playful, explorative, curious, like a little child learning to speak, wanting to sound things out.
Yes.
Or like a little baby when they're excited in expression, like when they're like,
yeah,
when they're doing little baby sounds. Basically, I felt like it's an instrument for me to play for my expression.
Wow. And explore and discover. Okay. Because, you know, you're already a fully finished product. All you can do is discover what that is. And the only way you're going to do that is by expressing yourself and then going, oh, look what I just did there. That seems really important to me. Must be part of my nature or something. Or somebody else will reflect. Here's what I see about you. That's really cool. So, okay. Beautiful answer. And, you know, interview your guides. All these questions you're having, if you say, you know what? Yeah, I really would like to understand free will. You will be assigned a guide that will actually teach you. Yeah. So lots of questions. That's great. Thank you. Anybody else want to go? Steph?
Earlier, I had a question about the difference between self-compassion and forgiveness.
Okay.
So if you can share a little bit about that at some point, that'd be, I think, really just helpful because I'm struggling with that. Those two.
Self-forgiveness?
Yeah, like forgiving yourself versus like self-compassion, like if they're one and the same. That was just coming up while you and Bern were chatting.
Sure.
So, but then what heals it is around releasing my fear and pain from people telling me to shut up. I mean, that was kind of just a really lovely thing. And then, you know, opens it, again, is working through my fear around singing and storytelling.
Okay.
Just any fear that I have around speaking in general.
Okay.
What it feels like when it was vibrant is, that was probably the most beautiful thing I've felt in a long time, where it's this feeling of really truly sharing myself.
Yeah.
And then not having this attachment to responses.
Yes.
It's never mean-spirited. It doesn't have the capacity to say anything hurtful.
Okay.
Once I heal it to that in harmony place.
Yeah.
That guilt of remembering how painful it is to, and the sin of saying anything mean-spirited, and then how good it feels to be speaking and expressing myself from that loving place, will be what keeps me in choosing love and harmony forever and ever. So I thought that was really interesting that it showed me how I will keep choosing love once I get there.
Okay. It will happen and it's going to feel pretty natural for you from the sound of it. Yeah. Wow. Pretty important place for you. And there's probably more to explore there about that chakra.
Yeah.
And it's very healing when you have to come to terms with or use words to harm. Then it's very healing to then go, but now I can use words to heal. And I want to, and here's how I'm going to do it. It becomes part of something that you choose to do. It's just something that evokes from within you that this is what I want to do now to heal. And the question about compassion and self-forgiveness, I find that self-compassion is a means to get to forgiveness. So self-compassion is how, is the act, is the softening, is the choice. And because you're having self-compassion, you will actually say, yeah, I forgive myself for that. How can I be mad about that? I choose to forgive. So yeah, compassion is the means to the end. I'm beginning to feel it a little bit more and more now. My guide's getting there with me. So even as I speak, I can feel the self-compassion awakening inside of me. And yeah, I can feel how that can slowly soften my brick-layered heart towards myself. Yeah, so that's good.
Thank you.
And some of the stuff I got today was that when I'm sharing myself, when my fifth chakra is vibrant, I will see how sharing myself and expressing myself is giving a gift to the world. I will see how that I exist, I'm here, and I wish to give a gift to the world. My very being is a gift that I get to add to the world. And that sharing myself, expressing my self-expression is how I give a gift of myself to the world. That's what it's going to feel like when it's vibrant. And also it's an opportunity to help people feel respected and honored and valued and uplifted. So basically, we get to treat others the way our guides are treating us, where a lot of you have said, truly listening. When somebody truly listens to us and we feel what it's like, and when we give that gift to another, to somebody else who's not connected to their guides, and you truly listen and you deep witness, that's actually compassion right there. It is compassion that make you deeply listen to another, which only happens when you do that to yourself. And in that, you being a healer. So those of you who are feeling that using my voice, expressing myself is a gift of healing, it will come from that compassion. And that comes from you experiencing it from your guides and then sharing it with others and using your voice to uplift others. That's a beautiful thing to do. But let yourself receive it. Let yourself receive it from your guides. And then you get to be the one that gives others. And the other feelings I'm getting from God is that to God, what I'm expressing and saying and feeling is very, very precious. To God, it's precious. To God, it's a gift that I want to share myself with God. And so I have a feeling that my feelings are inconvenience. My opinions are of no matter, not important. But that's not how God feels about it. So when I see that to God, it's a gift that I wish to share my opinion and feelings with God, it helps me to, it's almost like restoring my worth. Because I already have worth. God has already given us worth. We don't feel we have it, but we already have it. And having this kind of witnessing and experience by our guides and by God, we start to restore our own sense of worth. Something starts to heal. If God herself feel everything I say matters very much to her, it must mean a lot to her, and that can heal. And the few times that I've received God's love for like half a second, what I will feel in that moment is a being that's very, very, very fascinated by me. Very fascinated with everything that I want to say, I want to do, I want to think. This being is very fascinated with anything, like what's she going to do next? You know, that amazing, fun fascination and excitement of what are you going to do next? What are you going to say next? Who are you? What's coming? What are you going to do next? And is eagerly watching and waiting. That was a feeling I received from God about me and about everyone. And that's quite phenomenal to experience, and something that you also get to experience and then give to others. Yeah. So I also got that for some of us as healers, we give voice to others. Like people feel what they feel, but they don't know what they feel. Like when you name it for them, it allows that to come to consciousness. And that's also a gift of healing to others. When you can say, is this what you're feeling right now? This is what it looks like to me. You know, it gives them permission going, oh yeah, there is this feeling I didn't know I had, and now it's allowed to be expressed. And to you, it matters that you want to give them the time to hear it. So, okay. the last little bit of our questions are, how does this chakra impact other chakras? And what organ system or health system it governs? And what food or herbs or spice heals it or opens it? Yeah. Okay, coming towards the end, how does this chakra affect the other chakras? Oh, I forgot. One more thing about fifth chakra is appreciation. There's a lot about expressing its appreciation, not in a lying way. You know, honestly, having appreciation for something activates the chakra. So that's another quality. Okay, how does this chakra affect the other chakras? Jill?
It gives it a voice, an expression, and then I got that it allows them a way out of the body.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what that means, but yeah. And then the organ systems, stomach and esophagus, and glands.
Okay.
And then foods and spice. The whole thing, I've been getting water, like watery, like it doesn't necessarily just drinking water, like everything water. So watery foods.
Okay.
And cinnamon.
Yes, okay, very good. Thank you. Okay. Byrne, were you gonna go?
Yes. So what is the impact on other chakras is related to what we were just talking about, having chat with your guides or with God, self-compassion, leading into forgiveness, and then if you're able to feel God's love, then it would be affecting the heart chakra.
Okay.
And the crown chakra as well. Being able to feel God's love through the crown of your head. The organ system is liver, stomach, and the health system is nervous system, muscles, and joints.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, who else? Casey?
Similar to what Jill got for impact and influence, that it can help heal the other chakras by being emotionally honest.
Yeah.
And finding specific things in the body and help get it out.
Wow, yeah.
And then I got specifically for mine, it's really trying to work with the third and expressing truth and expressing myself.
Okay.
And I was shown there's a little teeny tiny spark starting with the sixth chakra.
Okay.
In connecting with my guides and God. Health and organ system, I saw vocal cords, teeth, lips, gums, muscles of mastication of chewing,
okay.
The thyroid, all of this, basically this whole area. I saw the clavicles. Okay. And then I also saw the nose, but specifically the sensory part of the nose, like for food smells.
Yes, smells.
Okay. Yeah, which then led me into food and spice.
Yeah.
And so that marriage, or when your nose and your mouth are working together, it's supposed to be an enjoyable experience. So things that are new, things that are exciting, trying something new, making a new spice blend, whether it tastes good or whether it tastes bad, it doesn't matter. That experience of playfulness and experimentation is exciting. It opens it up more. I also saw a ton of water, hydrating fruits, hydrating vegetables, a lot of liquid. And then I think these last two are for myself. I saw the China remedy.
Oh yeah.
And Nat M remedy.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Who else want to go? Okay. So, yeah, go ahead, Jess.
A lot of similar stuff. I was feeling super blocked the whole time.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't getting any answers.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh no, I was just doubting all of my answers. So for almost every question, I was water the whole time.
Okay.
And like being like, I'm dehydrated. It's like drink more water. Yeah. And about how does this chakra affect others? That if it is blocked or like deficient, then the others can't express themselves, similar to what Jill said, and then they stay stuck.
Yeah.
And then when it is in balance, in harmony, it's very cleansing.
Yes.
For the others to cleanse through that expression.
Okay. Brilliant. Oh yeah, you got the answers.
I guess, yeah. Organ health system. I got blood, but I think that's like more hydration. Like, yeah, if you're if the blood is sticky, then it needs more water. And thyroid, and again, like this whole area. Last night I was like massaging and things were like clicking in here, and I was like, yeah, thyroid and vocal cords and all of that. But also I got like, I didn't know the right word for it, but like tendons and ligaments, like all of those stretchy things. And like there's this expansion that can occur. Food, herbs, I got lemon, ginger, cranberry, melons.
Nice. Okay. Very good. There, you got the answers. They're all right on there. Thank you. So I got that it governs metabolism, because when you choose to express yourself, now your metabolism is going to kick in and activate and warms everything, and all the other chakras are going to kick in because of your decision to express yourself. Other chakras are going to activate and wake up. All of them will wake up to express yourself. And that organ system is the metabolism, which is why thyroid is always, we always talk about your metabolism going slow. And I didn't clue in until now that that's because it's actually the fifth chakra decision to express yourself. So now your thyroid is going to kick in, now your metabolism is going to kick in. So when your metabolism is low, that's because you're blocked from expressing yourself. But when you choose to express yourself, metabolism kicks in, and when your thyroid kicks in, then blood flow, circulation, heart circulatory system. I also kept getting the digestion system, and then immune system, because it's about self-worth. And I got hearing, as in really, really deeply listening to something. That is that aspect of hearing. And I also got scent, something about sense. And I got rosemary, and I'm obsessed with rosemary right now. So I got rosemary and clear spring water and anything with water, as well as food that has been blessed and appreciated. So when you bless the food, because you're using your voice, you're using prayer, you're deeply appreciating the food, if you're really feeling it, that food is now activated. Excuse me, and it will have a different impact on you. So the fifth chakra likes any food that you take a moment to appreciate and pray on. And something about appreciation. There is something about truly appreciating something, even if you're working through some rough emotions, that activates the fifth chakra. Being among trees that have that mountainous pine sense. I also got that in my fifth chakra. When my fifth chakra is working well, I can actually see my guides. That's when I start to visually, I can actually see them clearer. And it's much easier then for me to identify that these are my guides. Okay, oh, and yes, there's something about the fifth chakra is when it's doing really well, it's about you declaring who you are and what you want and what you're about. There's a declaration being made from that place that makes you very courageous and confident and unshakable. I always used to think it was a third chakra quality, but it's actually a fifth chakra, because it's about you declaring who you are, and you become very clear in what you're looking for, and then or what you want, what you decide, which is about your soul's true self-expression. And then that makes you very, very clear. Has a big impact on self-esteem. Just like Jess, working through self-doubt there. And then once you named it, going, oh, it's doubt. See how you named it? You discover it. You're like, hey, this is doubt. So now you made a choice about it, and you decide to forge ahead. Then you make a declaration. That's fifth chakra stuff. Wow, we're getting up there, eh? Next time, you don't need textbook on chakras. You just need a minute. Going, what's going on in my second chakra? What's it feeling? What's your color? What's your mood? What's happening over there? What do you need to open? Why are you blocked? What a beautiful way to be so connected to your own body, to your own spirit body, because this is your spirit body organs or energy centers, or I have no idea what they are, to be honest. We're just playing here. So, okay. Well, next week we will do the sixth chakra and have a lot of fun with that one. Any questions, comments? Okay.